What's good, YouTube? Welcome back to another video. Hope y'all are doing well. Hey, before this video starts, if y'all want to support me, one of the best ways to support me is used by creator code AJ7Matrix. I'm gonna go over in this video on how to edit faster on controller. If y'all don't know, I play on controller as of right now. This is the controller I'm using. I have joysticks in the description below. I highly recommend picking them up. They're only, I think, 10-15 bucks. But if you don't want to, I can still show you many different ways on how to get faster on controller. But I think joysticks are one of the best things to use when you're playing Fortnite. It's just simply, it's more cushiony for your thumb, and it's just way easier to move around. My movement's a lot better. So first off, we're going to start off with a practice zone and edit aim world. So there's a couple categories that I want to make today's YouTube video. Obviously, the warm-up is one of the most important things in order to obviously get faster at editing in this game. And there's more. So we'll first start off with first off, warming up. So I have not played the game at all today other than looking at the item shop. So I'm going to start this game. You could honestly use any map. This is just one of my personal favorites, is this edit world. I have no connection with this. I have nothing to do with this, but it's a cool map, 100%. I'm just going to go to edit zone in specific. All we have to do is go in. We can do infinite edits, ranked edit courses. So we'll just probably do ranked edit courses. Why not? We'll do some easy stuff. So season 3. So it's as simple as just like pretty light stuff. Granted, I was not expecting to be quad edits, but I guess we're doing quad edits. I'd recommend honestly starting something similar. Let me not do quad edits right now. Edit zone. Okay, I was not expecting to hit quad edits. Okay, we'll just do some light stuff. So we'll start with just editing up. We'll do just triple edits, for example. So one of my biggest recommendations, you don't have to do warming up for too long. I would just recommend for a good maybe like 5-10 minutes that you start with this. Granted, I would recommend further to do free builds, to be honest, now that I think about it. Just simply because, like, editing, I mean, the whole point of this video is you want to learn how to edit faster. But at the same time, the only way you're going to be able to show off your edits being really fast is for the fact that you free build. So I guess if there's a free build, oh, there's a build zone. Okay. All right, free build. Okay, cool. That works out then. Then I do this as a recommendation as well. So you could do just like a lot of editing normally, as we just did there, where it was like a bunch of edits already set for us. So that's a good way to practice like your crosshair placement. But after you do that for a couple of minutes, I recommend also free building, just simply because free building will just help you out on obviously when you're placing and where your crosshair needs to be on the next edit. So biggest recommendation is find a map. If not, you can make your own map, honestly, but 100% definitely recommend it. And if you guys want me to make my own map, y'all can definitely let me know in the comments below if I should just do like a free build map or something like that. I don't know. I think it's definitely something that I would recommend people do personally, is to just make sure that they're warmed up, because if you're not warmed up, then, well, you're not going to have fast edits. And granted, I don't think I'm that fast compared to PC, but I want to say for controller, I would think I'm pretty fast as a normal editor. Another thing is the edit hold time. So edit hold time is something that I think is very, very important for you to do. So all we have to do is go to our settings. Go to, oh golly, I think it's controller settings. All right, here we are. There we go. I have editing. So just pretty simple stuff. So we have editing, simple edit's off. You could technically use simple edit, but I'm going to keep it a buck. If you're trying to play this game to actually get better, you won't get better with simple edit. I have a disabled pre-edit option on, and then auto-confirm edits is both. So it says, are edits actions automatically confirmed and applied when you finish them? Edit refers to change the shape of a piece. Reset refers to returning a piece to its original shape, and both will automatically confirm and apply both edit actions and reset actions. Make sure you use both. What does this setting mean? This setting means when I edit the wall, it does it automatically. When I reset, it resets automatically. Instead of sometimes what a lot of like pros do, they have to click the edit button twice in order to edit. It's really weird and I don't quite understand it, but definitely personally, I recommend only doing what I just said with that setting, because you reset with one button and you also edit with one button. It's super beneficial, and like I said, you definitely see my speed difference. Imagine having to click my edit button twice to do these edits. You know what I mean? Like, that'd be not worth it. And then again, resetting is the same thing. So when you reset, it resets just as fast. Granted, I'm on a PC with 160 FPS, but when I played on a PS5 with 120 and a PS4 with 60, I still use these same settings. I said that wrong, but you know exactly what I mean. Where was the other settings? I really wish I was more prepared for this YouTube video. I think that's really it. Other than these are very important. Obviously, edit hold time is up to you. No, actually, no, it's not. Edit hold time 0. What I was gonna say was so if we go down, edit hold time, make sure it's like the end at the very, very, very bottom. Make sure it is not at 0.1. Make it at 0. Keep going down. You'll see some very normal stuff. So like look and sense is up to you. If I turn up my build mode sense to like 2.8, and I'm gonna look way faster. So like look, if I added a wall, okay, now I'm gonna be sloppy because I'm not used to it, but like I don't know how to explain it, but technically you look faster with like it being higher. However, sometimes I'm not as controlled being on 2.8. So if I do 2.8, like my crosshair is not going to be as good. So I highly recommend that you make it the setting what works best for you. Again, so 2.8. Actually, I'm not bad at 2.8. 2.8. I ain't gonna lie. I thought I was gonna be worse on 2.8, but I'm really not. All right. Well, I guess it depends on you. A lot of times, on controller in specific for this video, a lot of people go for more of like a slower sense. The only reason I had a faster sense back in the day was because I was trying to make the best Fortnite montage possible for being on controller. But nowadays, I'm just trying to simply just be a good player. So if you need your edit build setting to be higher, you can. But note your crosshair placement has to be perfected in order for it to actually work to be faster. Because I'm barely moving my joystick, and that's why it's doing it so perfect. But like if I do it slower, then obviously there's that. So way to speed it up is simply you can just turn up your setting. However, if your crosshair placement isn't down, you're just going to have really bad edits. Oh, I guess my build mode was higher. It wasn't even my edit. Okay, let's try putting up the build higher. All right, so the edit is way higher. Oh my goodness, edit is too much. Okay, so edited, I just put it at 0.6. So my biggest recommendation is not speeding up edit button. Okay, so what I did was I sped up the build, which kind of worked, but I'm not gonna lie, this whole speeding up edits, not it. I'm not gonna lie, because yeah, it's, to me personally, I think you can technically do it faster. At the same time, I feel like you're not gonna be as controlled compared to if you just had it like in between. So look, let's go back. That's why joysticks are very important as well. These things, these joysticks, these control freaks, these are very important because it makes it feel smoother. Because let me put this back on 2.2. If you are doing a lot of edits, an hour into the game, you are going to have your fingers hurting. However, for me in specific, when I use controller freaks, it is not the case. If anything, I feel way more smoother, and the only thing I'm feeling is my arthritis, because that's something in my wrist that I have. But 100%, in order to get way faster on controller, it's as simple as make sure your edit. I showed you the settings. On top of that, I just showed you a map, and then make sure that you are free building at least a couple minutes in the day, because at the end of the day, you might know how to edit fast, but if you can't implement it in game, you can't implement it in a build battle, then there was no point of you learning that. So hopefully this video helps you out in some point on how to get faster on controller as an editor. Granted, I feel like I'm sloppy on these clips now, but just simply I'm trying to get out the whole point of what I'm trying to say. Like, ping is a good instant, by the way. Like, you will technically edit faster on, like, lower ping. But no, I'm on 15 ping, so you don't need dead 0 ping. You also don't need 160 FPS in order to edit faster. It does help, but you don't need it. So thank y'all so much for showing up into today's video. God bless. Jesus loves y'all. Have a fantastic day, and I'll see y'all in the next video.